All right, so now I'm in the Uber on my way to the Long Island Railroad from Craig's house. Haven't had to take this thing like ever, so it's kind of annoying and it takes a while. But then I'm getting dropped off in the city right near my first meeting of the day, which I guess you guys are soon to figure out who that's going to be, unless they don't let me film in there at all. This is also my first time filming myself in the Uber, presumably freaking out the driver, at least to some extent. All right.
Turn left on Ludlow Ave.
That's so dirty game. So
Yeah.
what's that? You know, because who will drive here?
Turn left on High Street.
Here I am, Long Island Railroad, Syosset, I think is how you say it, to Penn Station. $26 round trip. This is what people fucking pay to get to work in New York. I don't know. Uber driver was a crazy Bulgarian man. When I get in the car after I film that little vlog thing, he just goes, read this, and he hands me a fucking envelope with
What time you got?
10:03.
So we out of here, right?
15 minutes.
All right, let's get out of here then.
We out of here then. So my crazy Bulgarian cab driver fucking is like, hands me this envelope and he's like, read this, and it's a $1,500 fine for him like not having the right permit to drive Uber in Long Island, and he just goes on a fucking rant and passionate rant about how fucked up it is, how it's a dirty game in America, and I'm pretty sure by the end he was telling me about fucking little 18-year-old Polish girls and shit like that, how he used to be how he had dinner with the president of Colombia and all this shit, just totally like, I thought the guy wasn't gonna talk to me at all. He goes on this fucking 20-minute rant, super entertaining. Shout out to that guy. Anyway, train leaves in 15 minutes, I should be on time. In another state, still eating Dunkin' Donuts. I didn't pay for this. I gave him a 10. He gave me $13.50 back. Clearly thought it was a 20. Hardcore Midtown falafel. First meeting went incredible. I don't think I'm supposed to say who it was with, but basically it was with like a very prominent TV network that wants to fuck with your boy. Went in there, showering me with compliments. They love me. They love rope. We'll see what happens. I just got paid $3.50 to eat this. All right, so V-Files pushed my shit back, pause. But instead I'm gonna go over to Hypebeast and do an interview with them, which I didn't think that I was gonna have time to do. So gonna go get that taken care of. Still can't believe I got that food for free. Got the Hypebeast offices. A bunch of boxes here. I don't know if this is like off-brand for them. If you want to go to the bathroom at Hypebeast, they give you a lacrosse stick with a key tied to it. I've seen some weird like devices used to try to prevent. Oh, actually, it has Hypebeast screen printed all over it. I guess that's a nice touch. I've seen some weird shit, but not like this. In the process of walking mad blocks from the Hypebeast office to the It's the Real apartment uptown. Cannot give you the exact address because you motherfuckers are gonna show up and ask for interviews. But yeah, traffic is frozen. Didn't feel like taking the train, so instead I'm hoofing it like 60 blocks. Really enjoying myself, to be honest. I never really like, when I lived here, I didn't spend a lot of time hanging out like Times Square or anything. I never like sat in Times Square for a half hour and just kind of watched and shit, because I was always either riding or working on the website back in the day. You know, it's kind of nice. I lived in Brooklyn and I didn't really do this whole Midtown thing that often besides riding, which is kind of like a different experience. But now I'm approaching 76, approximately 20 blocks to go. And the V-File shit got canceled for today. I think we're gonna be knocking all that shit out tomorrow. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens tomorrow, because it's supposed to rain. Like, I had a foolproof plan for tomorrow and Saturday, but then it turns out that it's gonna rain all day. So we'll see what happens. Craig didn't have these last night, so I was stuck smoking bum-ass spliffs, which I'm actually considering switching to spliffs, but for the time being. The Rosenthals, waste of time with It's the Real. Does that sound familiar? Because if you don't know who they are from looking at them, you might have heard that. This is the dining room, living room podcast setup. It's kind of a little bit of everything. They actually have a doorman.
We do.
which I wanted to
Did you
point
meet
out.
him?
Very, very briefly.
Okay.
But you know what I said? I'm meeting with Jeff and Eric.
Yeah.
And I just assumed that he would know what I was talking about.
Yeah. The
I
big
don't
one?
know. No, skinny guy.
Oh.
I think. Well, anyway, we're about to do this interview, so definitely check this out in a few days or next week online. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Bad gunshots. All right, so just finished It's the Real. This is where it goes down.
Yeah.
How do you guys think the podcast went overall?
Amazing.
Booming.
Really?
Booming.
I'm going to get a little bit of perspective here. Yeah.
angle?
Yeah, look at this.
Yeah.
Our
So
apartment looks so big now.
plug your fucking podcast so everybody knows where to go. I don't know if my audience necessarily listens to podcasts as much as they watch them, but I'm going to have to insist that you do so.
A wasted time with It's the Real. It's available on SoundCloud, on iTunes. Soon it's going to be on the full screen platform in
Right.
video form.
Big news breaking here.
Yeah, so go check that out.
Do you have any episodes of yours in particular that you think might appeal to the No Jumper audience?
Oh man.
Besides mine.
Please check out this one that comes out with
Yeah.
Adam.
Yeah. What else has been good? Jadakiss was good. Gunplay was good.
Gunplay
Okay.
was so good. Fat Trell was awesome. We talked about who was the bigger drug addict, him or Gunplay.
Really?
And also like the best place, the fanciest place that he has not worn a shirt, which was Ruth's Chris Restaurant.
Yep.
Are you, wow, that's
Yeah.
really fucked up.
Just out in public.
I can't believe
But,
they
like,
would
it's
ever
amazing
allow
that
that.
You're saying that that's fucked up. Like you've done some very fucked up things.
Well, and people who listen to A Waste of Time with It's the Real will be able to hear all about all the fucked up things I've done.
Also, you say Ian Connor has been on your podcast.
Yes.
If there's any Ian Connor fans out there, they'll probably like our interview with
Lil Uzi Vert.
Lil Uzi Vert, but also
True.
with Justine Sky.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
friends.
They're friends.
Yeah.
They used to wander the streets of Manhattan together, I'm told.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, Justine's awesome.
Justine Sky sat in my store for a period of time with Ian Connor while they charged their phones together.
Listen, if your store can just be a charging station for anyone, God bless.
For influencers, millennials like them, I'm more than happy to provide the
Taste
electrical
maker.
current.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, thank you very much to you guys for having
Thank
me on.
you.
I really
Of course.
appreciate it.
No doubt. Yeah.
I'm back. Last night, Craig's roommates made this gigantic pasta, and it's back. It's still here. Hey, is this you guys' like nightly ritual, just like smoking weed and doing homework around this table? This is the end of the vlog. Tomorrow, going into the city to do this V-Files shit. About to crack this sucker open. I got absolutely nothing interesting to say. I just ate a bunch of this pasta. It's gone now. Craig's a nerd. He's got glasses.
I do.
Go, actually, no, I want to say this. If you want to see one of the more stoned interviews that I've done in my life, go watch the Craig Passero interview. Google it. Search for it on YouTube. Very high. Very high. So, see you around.